Hey, what's up guys? Rideshare guy here, and today I've got a video for you about should you charge an Uber passenger for returning a lost cell phone? So, after every ride, I usually do a quick sweep to make sure nobody left anything behind, right? Take a look in the back. Sometimes I have a little flashlight or use my phone, the flashlight app, but sometimes passengers leave trash or whatever you want to do, and you obviously want to clear it out before your next ride. But sometimes they leave more valuable items like a cell phone. So I guess proactive approach is the best to avoid this situation in the first place, because if you don't want to deal with it, but basically you want to avoid this situation at all costs, kind of nip this in the bud. Just do a quick sweep of your car. But if you miss a cell phone or if you don't check or something like that, what happens if your passenger from earlier in the night calls you saying, hey, obviously they're going to be upset and worried. Hey, I think I left my cell phone in your car, or they report a lost item to Uber, and they ask you to come deliver it because they forgot it. So first thing you want to remember is you're under no obligation to return it, but obviously this is a super important item to basically everyone, right? Smartphones are expensive, and also how many passengers just get in and stare at their phones, so it's important to them too, right? Some drivers will actually just deliver it for free and hope for a tip or hope for the good karma. And to be honest, if it's quick and easy, if it's a few minutes away and I'm not super busy, I'm happy to go out of my way for the good karma and hope for the best, right? Maybe I get a tip, maybe I don't. That would kind of still suck, but at the end of the day, sometimes the good karma is worth it, right? For doing just a little bit, going a little out of your way, right? But if I'm far away, let's say I'm already at home, relaxing on the couch, drinking a beer, or I'm already doing something else, right? Then I have a little bit of a different strategy. I'll actually tell them, hey, if you got, if my passenger says they left a phone in the car, I'll tell them, and I'm already kind of doing something else or far away. I say, hey, I'll be available at this time and place. You can come pick it up at your leisure, right? So that's one option that you can give them. Or I also give them the option, I can deliver it to you for a fixed price. Now, my friend Sam actually wrote a blog post about this and his strategy, which is pretty similar. But basically what you tell them is you say, hey, I'm at this location. Feel free to swing by and grab it. Or alternatively, I can drop it off for you later or right now for however much, $20, $40, whatever you think is fair payment for your time. Now, you're not trying to rip anyone off. You're not trying to take advantage of someone because they left their phone in the car. But at the end of the day, I think I should be compensated for my time, right? I'm not going to go drive an hour or 2 hours to return someone's phone because they left it in my car and not get any payment. I think it's very reasonable to not demand, but basically to expect a reasonable payment. If normally you make $20, $25 an hour and you're still working, right? Obviously you have to take time out of your day, and so the passenger should be charged accordingly. I think that's very reasonable. So I'm not holding the phone hostage either, because I tell them, hey, you can come pick up the phone for free, right? I'm sitting here, or I'll be available at this time and place. Come grab it. That's not a big deal to me. But if they want me to go out of my way and do something for them, yeah, it's going to cost them a little money. And like I said, if it's close and easy, I'll do it for the good karma and hope for the best. But if it's not, I think it's pretty reasonable to charge them for it, basically. But you want to, you don't want to hold their phone hostage and say, I'll only do it for this amount of money. It's sort of presenting them with these options. I think that's a much smarter way to go about things, right? I'm sure some people, you guys might think, some of you might think this is a little harsh, but remember, you're running a business here, right? You're returning the phone to a passenger makes Uber looks great, right? Uber is going to be super happy about this, but you're not going to really get anything out of it, right? You're not going to get a higher rating. You may or may not get a tip, and there's really no way for you to get that passenger again. So you're building a lot of goodwill and doing a great thing, but I think you should be rewarded monetarily for it. So if you guys want to get real official, you can actually use an app like QuickBooks Self-Employed to invoice the passenger using only their email. One cool feature for drivers too is that you can even set up payment processing through QuickBooks Self-Employed, so they can pay you an invoice. If they don't have cash, they can actually pay an invoice using their email through their debit or credit card. And as someone who's been freelancing for many, many years, I can tell you it's a hassle to get paid sometimes. So it's always super important to make it as easy as possible for people to pay you. That's one thing I like about the QBSE app. Once they pay that invoice, go ahead and return that phone, or once you get there, you can use that invoicing feature to charge them if they don't have cash on hand. So of course this also works in a whole host of different situations for drivers, whether it's damage, messes, or other things. So if you're interested in running a legitimate business, get an app like QBSE to categorize your income and expenses, and you'll be able to handle all these situations. So definitely curious to know what your feedback is. What would you do in this scenario if a passenger passenger left a phone behind and they asked you to come deliver it for free? Do you kind of set the tone and use this, or do you go out of your way to basically drop off passenger's phone for free? Love to hear from you guys in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a comment, let me know why, and look forward to hearing from you. Subscribe to the channel. We got lots more great content coming out soon. Take care.